Hey guys, Justin at BMW Marketplace here with another DIY video on my 2011 35D. This would apply to all the 35D models from 2011 on through 2013. And today we're going to go ahead and refill the diesel exhaust fluid. I just did an oil change, and so usually you want to do this with the oil change. And it's very simple. All you'll need to do is get some diesel exhaust fluid, and I highly recommend getting the one with the blue nozzle. So this nozzle makes refilling very easy as compared to some of the other ways of getting a gallon and just using a funnel. I kind of prefer a no spill method, and so I'm just going to quickly go over the process on how to refill using this particular container, and then later on I'll show you how to modify this container and use it for the future. So if you get these containers, do not throw them away. I'll show you a way to do that. So to start, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and locate the active tank reservoir, and that's right here. The passive is on the driver's side, but we're going to first start with the active. And the first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to loosen up this cap here. Now mine is already kind of loose, but if you're having a tough time twisting this off, you can just use a crescent wrench and twist to get that loose. So go ahead and unscrew this. And then this is the AdBlue diesel exhaust fluid that I'm using. You can see that it's got the blue cap, and this cap will actually screw on, and it makes it really simple. So I'll show you in a minute here. So I'm just going to take the cap off, turn this over. Now I'm just going to simply screw it on. Once I got a snug fit, all I'm going to do at this point is just push down. I don't know if you can see it, but it's already starting to go into the tank. So that's it. Mine didn't go all the way. Clearly I didn't need as much as I thought I needed, so all you gotta do is let back up, unscrew it. There you go. Go ahead and put the cap back on. Give it a little tight. There you go. And you're done. Now we'll go on to the passive tank. Alright, now we're ready to do the passive tank. And this takes a little bit more work to get to the fill. So I'm just going to show you really quickly how to take care of this. It's very simple again. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take off the air snorkel to go into the intake. There's a slight tab on the front. You just push that in and pull up, and it'll snap out of place. And at that point, just go ahead and pull it out of the intake manifold there. So now, or the air box I should say, once you have that removed, again, the access port right here, I'm going to see if, so I can go ahead and twist that off. Use the same container. Again, go straight down, twist it on, and push down. Right, so I finished that bottle. Again, keep this bottle. I'll show you why in just a bit. Got a second bottle here. Okay, that bottle is done. At this point, if your bottle had already maxed out and there's still fluid in it, you can go ahead and cap it. I'm going to show you another way if you've already gone through the bottle and you want to pick up some peak diesel exhaust fluid cheap, at your local auto parts store. It's diesel exhaust fluid is diesel exhaust fluid, so you can go ahead and use it. And I think the one that I'm going to probably be using is Peak, and so I'll show you how that you can fill that in a minute. Thanks. Alright guys, so this time I'm just going to shortly show you the modification I made to the bottle. That way you can reuse it. So first thing I did is just cut off the top, and then there's a tube in here which you can actually pull out if it makes it easier for you. But I pulled it out and then I just attached this tube. This is a vent line, so I'm not sure if you saw it in the video, but it was gurgling up. And so if you leave this right here, it's going to gurgle up, and it's actually going to defeat the purpose of even having this bottle, which is to prevent from having to have a splatter, and it's just a mess. So I'm speaking from personal experience. Dealership had done a diesel exhaust fluid, and I don't know what they did, but it was all over the place, and it's just not a fun mess to clean up. So again, just take the tube, and then I just ran a hole right on the side here, and so that way it vents right back into the bucket, or the bottle I should say. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and screw it into the port. There we go. And then what I did is I picked up some Peak diesel exhaust fluid from Advanced Auto, and they've got a 2.5 gallon. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. And so really you just bend this over, and then we're going to go ahead and fill it up, and then we'll make sure that we get enough diesel exhaust fluid in there. So what I'll go ahead and do is just going to go ahead and fill up our bottle. I'm going to stop right there. Again, you see no mess. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and push down. Fill up a little bit more. I'm going to push down again. Essentially what you're going to do is you're just going to repeat this process until you have the exhaust fluid stops in the bottle, at which point you can go ahead and stop filling, and then just take the excess and either dispose of it or just go ahead and put it back into your diesel exhaust fluid canister. Okay, now that I've got the tank completely filled, I'm going to go ahead and cap it off and put everything back together. Once again, I've got the cap here. Just screw that on. And I just need to reinstall the air snorkel. I start with the air box, push it in, and it snaps into the front here. And that's it, you're all done.